Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper and welcome back to another World War II Zombies video. What I have for you today is going to be a tutorial on how to get 3 new camos within Zombies, and you can use these in multiplayer. But with the new St. Patrick's Day update, there's been 3 new camos that you have to obtain via an Easter egg, and these are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how to obtain all of them in this video. There's going to be 1 camo unlock per map, so if you have all of the maps, then you can get all 3 camos. If you don't have Gröesten Haus, or if you don't have the Darkest Shore, then there's 2 of them that you cannot obtain, but when you get those, then you will have access to all 3. And I assume these are going to be limited time, so I would recommend, right after watching this video, jump in right now and go get these in your game. But before we get started, if you guys end up enjoying the video, a like rating would be very much appreciated. We'll go for 300 likes on this, that would be awesome. Subscribe if you are brand new and have not done already. I have plenty more World War II Zombies content as the season goes on, and you can expect that here. And also, final thing, guys, go and join my Discord server if you haven't. The link to that will be in the description. It's a good way for you guys to hang out with me and other YouTubers and stuff in the community. So links in the description to the Discord, and I'd appreciate that a lot. With all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Final Reich. Now, essentially what you're looking for in this Easter egg is going to be 4-leaf clovers that are hidden around the map that you need to drop jolts on, similarly to how you do it for the Money Bowl, getting the classic PPSH, so on and so forth. But in this one, there's going to be at least 9 different locations. There could be a 10th or an 11th, we're not really sure at this point, but if you end up not finding one, just reset your game and you'll be just fine. But you only need to find 4, and they're pretty easy to do so. Keeping in mind, you can do these in any order you want to. I'm just doing this in my game to show you how my workflow was and how I opened up the map. Now, your first location can be behind this statue, and right on the corner of these bushes. Drop your jolts here. That's what it should look like when you get your last one, and the leprechaun will come out and start chasing you, and you can just kill him and blow him up. But that's how you know you've done it right, when it takes your jolts, and then the clover will give you a rainbow. Now, the second location is really close to this. It can actually be going under the bridge, and by the edge of this lamppost. If you put it in the grass right there, drop your jolts, and then if there's a clover, you should get that same animation. The next one can be found in the shrubbery just behind the 3rd valve, all the way by the docks, and if you drop your jolts there, you should get that animation. This next one, make sure you have the lightning tower section open and go into the top right corner all the way in the back, drop it by these sandbags, and then that should give you another one. There will be another one very close to the Tommy gun wall buy, all the way on the right, on the edge of this bush in the corner here. Drop your jolts, and then you should get that one as well. This one's actually kind of hard to see. You're going to need to go into the pack-a-punch room out from the docks, and it should be in the right corner up against this wall. And if you drop it about right there, then you should be able to see it and get that one too. There will be another located in the morgue, and you're going to want to go all the way to the left side up against the edge of this broken wall. Drop your jolts about right where I do, and that should pick it up. This one's really hard to see as well because the room is so dark. This next location will require you to have the salt mines open, so make sure you have that before you go and do this. But it will be down through the laboratory, and as your way making your down and descending, you should see this small beam amongst this pile of rocks, and then drop your jolts where I did right there, and your clover should be on the ground. Then the final location that you can have is by the toy shop, and this one's probably the easiest to see. If you walk up to these wooden boxes in this corner just here, it will be laying on the flat snow out in the open, and drop your jolts in there, and that's when you should get your leprechaun to spawn if it is your last one. So the camo that you're going to lock from this is called the Schweingapt. I don't even know how to pronounce this thing, but it's a really cool looking one. It's animated, it's all green with 4-leaf clovers on it, and it's a very classic looking camo, I would say. But this can be applied to all guns. I think it looks great on all of them, and I would highly advise it. It's probably, I would say, my second favorite camo in this one. And now you guys are going to see my favorite camo when we go over to Gröesten Haus. So there's only 4 locations of clovers in Gröesten Haus, and lucky for us, they're there every single time. So the first one is on the back side, and it can be up against this pile of books. Drop it right there, and you should get that rainbow. The second one will be on the other end of the room, and you can drop it there as well. Now, as a quick side note, you guys are going to have to open the pack-a-punch room. If you don't know how to do that, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube, but make sure that you have the pack-a-punch room open, as there is one in there. But go ahead and drop this one right here. This can all be done on round 1. It's super, super easy, and ironically, this is the coolest camo in my opinion as well. You're going to see what it looks like when we're done with this little guide here. But yeah, your third one is going to be inside of the pack-a-punch room in this really dark corner, but it should still be visible for you to drop jolts on, and you will definitely know that you got it when you see that. And then the final one is if you come around the right side, you're going to go up to the top of this by the table, and it's going to be right on top of this rug. Drop your jolts there, and then you should get the hidden challenge unlocked, and then the leprechaun will spawn. Now, the cool thing about this leprechaun is that he will give you points if you kill him early enough, I believe, but if you let him touch you or blow up on you, he's going to drain all of your points. So you want to save your racks and make sure that he stays far away. But once you've done all that, the camo should now be ready for you, and we're going to go look at my absolute favorite one. And then we have one more camo to go on the Darkest Shore. So the one you get for completing Gröesten Haus is Gröesten. I don't really know how to say this one either, so apologize for my pronunciation, but this is what it looks like, and this picture doesn't really do it justice until you play with it in game, but this one is gorgeous, man. I'm telling you. I would recommend to run this one in either Gröesten Haus or Final Reich because that's where the lighting's good. Darkest Shore, you can't really see the neon too much, but it's like a really nice ancient design, and but it's very, very colorful and vibrant. You can put it on any gun and it looks great on all of them. Now hang tight as we have one more camo to go through, and this is going to be the one at the Darkest Shore. The first and foremost, the easiest one to find in the Darkest Shore is just in the spawn room. If you drop your points right there by the quick revive machine on the other side, you should get that rainbow. Another spot that you could potentially have is on the cliff side on this right edge over here, and you'll see this very bright clover amongst these dead bushes. Drop your jolts there and you'll get another one. This next one's pretty easy to see. If you're going up on the cliffside on the staircase right by this body and this metal box, you should see a clover right by that pile of blood, and when you drop your jolts there, you can pick up another one. The next one is going to be down up in the U-boat pens, and this one is a little tricky to see as well, but it's in the left corner by this power box and by this first aid kit. And if you look at this metal grate, drop your jolts right there, then you'll see that beautiful rainbow come up, and you've done that one too. Next location is probably one of the hardest ones because you won't really know it's there until you put your jolts down, but it's going to be at this AA gun right by stamina. But if you look inside of this bush and drop your jolts here, it should come up. Now it's really hard to see visibly unless you drop your jolts and then you get the rainbow to come out, but it should be there for you. Another one can be really close to that location if you go over to the other AA gun by the STG wall buy and look by this barrel and then these wood on fire here and drop your jolts approximately in that location, because the clover should actually be on the brown rocks themselves, and then you can pick that one up too. Another location to look out for will be across from the pack-a-punch machine by the minecart system, and it's going to be just right next to these chains and then these broken rocks here. And lastly, if you need one more clover that you can't find anywhere else, go over to the artillery bunker, look at the actual power box, and just across from it on the ground here, you should see your final clover to drop your jolts on. And then if you do that right, and that's your last one, our boy right there will spawn in, that good old leprechaun, and he's going to chase you around once again like he does in all the other maps. And as I said before, you can collect these in any order you want to, just do what's convenient for you. And unlike the Final Reich, I don't believe that there's any locations that like aren't solved yet. This is like, I feel like this is literally it. Now there might be one on Final Reich that isn't there, and of course I will update the description if there is one, or maybe somebody can help you out in the comment section. So check it out. This is the camo that you get for collecting all the clovers on the Darkest Shore. It's called Verlata Rabe. I don't even know how to say this one either. If anybody speaks fluent German, then you probably know how to pronounce this. But this is what it looks like, and this is probably, I don't know if it's my second or third favorite one, but it's nice because it's a very, very bright red and a bright yellow. And I don't know if this video, like I said, does a justice on to what it will actually look like in game, but it's very, very beautiful nonetheless. It's like a very bright blood red with raven scratch marks all across it that are glowing green and yellow, so it looks really, really cool. The contrast of that is awesome. And here's all three camos back to back that you can unlock. So this of course is the one from the Final Reich. This one's looking gorgeous. The second one is of course my favorite, the one straight out of Gröesten Haus, and this is ironically, like I said earlier, the easiest one to obtain and to get that one. And these can be applied to all guns, as I said before. And then the final one from the Darkest Shore is the red and yellow one that we just unlocked. But guys, keep in mind a very important thing is that these are limited time camos strictly for the St. Patrick's Day update, and they're probably going to end up going away soon. I wouldn't imagine they're going to leave these in the game for too long for us to unlock, so I'd say start up your game instantly if you want to get your hands on these camos, and at least go and pick these up, because it's a really good incentive to actually jump back into the game, something that we've been needing a long time in World War II Zombies. Of course, World War II Zombies for a lot of people has been a little on the stale side, and there hasn't been a lot to chase after. Right after you complete the main Easter egg on a map, there isn't a lot of incentive to go back and keep playing. I think it just suffers from a lack of side Easter eggs, and there isn't a lot of reward for players playing the game every single day, kind of like how there is for Black Ops 3 and other titles. But this is definitely a big step in the right direction. Like, I give huge props to Sledgehammer because we need more stuff like this in the game. If you give us opportunities to solve new Easter eggs, get rewarded for it, whether it just be something as small as a camo or maybe even something bigger, that would be amazing. And I hope they continue with each DLC or with each season, whatever they decide to do, to add more stuff similar to this. But guys, that is going to be the video for today. I think we can go ahead and wrap things up here. Let me know in the comment section which camo out of all of these is your favorite. Do you prefer the one from the Final Reich, the Gröesten Haus camo, or do you like the one from the Darkest Shore? But let me know all that stuff in the comment section, guys. And before you guys leave, if you could drop a like on the video, that'd be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and then make sure you go and join my Discord server. As I said before, the link will be in the description. Go hang out with me there, as I am in there quite a bit. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching again. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next live stream or the next video. Peace out.